Buongiorno. We are here in Matera in the Basilicata region of Italy, which is like the underbelly of the foot. The city's probably most recently recognisable for being a filming location for the James Bond film No Time to Die, but the city itself is actually ancient. It was established during the Paleolithic era and it has an incredible history unlike anything that I've ever read. Up until the 1950s, the people of the city lived in caves. They were called troglodytes. Troglodytes? Troglodytes. I had it right the first time, which means cave dwellers. But unfortunately, living in that kind of situation meant that it was poor quality of living or poor standard of living because there was no running water, there was no electricity, and people and animals were packed into these small cave dwellings. In huge numbers. So malaria and dysentery run rampant in the city, so badly that in the 1950s, the Italian government evacuated the 16,000 inhabitants and left this Sassi, which means the stone old city, completely empty. It became a drug den, it became a place of wolves and animals, and a really abandoned and dirty area known as the shame of Italy. And that was until the 1980s when a rejuvenation project began where people came through and started to clean up the entire city, and grants were given with long leases for people for 30 years to make a commitment to move back into the area and to rejuvenate it. So now it's a really classy place to come and stay in cave hotels, cave swimming pools, cave restaurants, and it's a jewel of the tourist region.
What do we got? Little morning snacks.
Cornetti cremas. In Italy, the croissant is called a cornetti, and one of the most delightful ones is a cornetti crema, which has cream piped into the guts. That's for you. Stop.
Yum.
So they can see your nutter. Matera's famous underground cisterns were used to collect spring water for people's water supply for hundreds of years. The Palambaro Lungo is the largest of the 5 cisterns dotted throughout the city, which is a man-made excavation dating back to the 15th century. It's 15 metres deep, runs 50 metres long and holds 5 million litres of water. People withdrew the water using buckets through a well in the square. It was abandoned in the 1920s as aqueducts were built, then was rediscovered in the 1990s during Matera's rejuvenation period. Workers found the cistern completely full, so scuba divers were the first to explore, finding lost objects from over a century of people dropping things as they tried to extract water. Today, the water levels are low enough for people to visit using the boardwalks and marvel at the ancient engineering feat. Tyler was absolutely frothing. ya. Put your mouth around it. That buffalo mozzarella. It's a bloody good sanger.
Be a popular ideology for a lot of people out there, but I am growing a firmer and firmer disbelief in the support of religion in any shape or form. So when we're asked whether we would like to pay the €1 to enter this here church, I thought strongly about not going in, but I knew it was beautiful inside, so my engineer brain took over. But it's free to go in if you are there to pray. So I thought about lying to the church in order to get a free ride.
This is sick. We've entered Riposo and it is early November. So it feels like we've got this whole place to ourselves. Thanks heaps for watching. If you like this video, click on the playlist to watch the rest of the European adventure. Or if you like Danielle playing James Bond, reach out to the production company because we hear they're after a new one and we think it should be a bit of all right. Take care of yourselves until we see you next time. Or never not.